What's up, guys? It's about 3 days after my Lamborghini was picked up and it is finally done with the oil change. I'm having to have my sister help me out and drive the Mercedes back from the dealership because there's a big flaw. Now, this isn't with every Lamborghini dealership, but I can see how it would be an issue. Although reading on the forums, I've heard of some pretty awesome loaner cars when they drop the Huracan off for service, like a Rolls-Royce Ghost, a new one. Well, I was told by Suburban Lamborghini of Troy that they don't have any loaner cars available, which means that, in theory, I'm supposed to drive my Huracan an hour away to the only dealer in Michigan, drop it off, somehow get a ride back, and then somehow get another ride back to the dealership. I'm not sure how they plan that to work out. When we get there, I'm going to talk about how much it costs, because it's kind of disturbing, actually, the variance in costs between dealers. And I think this is a very important thing now, and I'm hoping that maybe the power of this video will be able to get some continuity between Lamborghini dealerships, because they are all charging different prices, like ridiculously different prices. So before I took my car here, I called Lamborghini Dallas. They have been awesome to me. They're not paying me in any way. I call them with any questions I have, because it seems like they are, one, the most honest about everything, and two, the lowest in price. When I originally got a quote for the oil change at this dealership, it was significantly higher than what I walked out the door with. And the scarier part is, I've read on forums that people have actually bargained the price down lower. This is people bargaining at a Lamborghini dealership to get a lower oil change price, sometimes by almost half the original cost. Pretty ridiculous. Let's pick up the car and I'll show you all the details.
Okay, we're pulling up to Lamborghini Troy.
Here we go. Maddie, have you ever even been up here?
No.
All right.
I don't leave the campus.
All right, here she is. So I just picked up the car, and now I can tell you exactly how much the oil change cost. But before I do that, I want to tell you a little story and give you some information about what it's like to maintain a Lamborghini, because you can honestly get screwed if you don't know what you're doing. So listen to this. When I had my Gallardo, I didn't talk about this because I was a little bit embarrassed. There was one issue that I had. The E-gear hydraulic lines that connect to the transmission exploded, and it's a pretty expensive fix. Now, there's a pack of lines. I believe it's 5 or 6. Only one of them ruptured, but the problem is you can't just buy one. It only comes in the pack. So I went to the dealership, and they told me the pack of E-gear lines is $7,000. This is Lamborghini of Troy. I went, oh my God, that is a lot of money. Let me call around and see if it really is that price. So I browsed forums, and then what I did was call some other Lamborghini dealerships. Even though I'm not taking my car there, they can still give me information on what they charge for it. I called Lamborghini Dallas. They have become one of my favorite dealerships of any kind throughout the country. I've never once been there, but over the phone, they've answered every single question. They've been incredibly helpful, and they've been honest with pricing. They didn't tell me to say any of this. They haven't paid me. They don't know I'm making this video. I just wanted to give them a shout out because you guys have been really cool. And I've also called Agera Coach. They're really awesome. And some other dealerships in Southern California to check on pricing for Lamborghini parts. Well, it turns out that $7,000 part, I got overnighted, free next day shipping from Lamborghini Dallas for $4,000. Not a used part, OEM, same part. It was 60% of the price of the one from Lamborghini Troy. So at that point, I'm like, that kind of sucks. That seems a little shady. Well, let's fast forward to now. I call them up, I say, hey, my car's got 13,500 miles on it. I think I need either a second year service or certainly an oil change. What should I get? How much does it cost? The whole works. So I ask them. They call me back, they do some research, because it turns out my car is one of the higher mileage Huracans in the country, so not a lot of experience has been had with higher mileage services. It's kind of a bummer. Huracan Talk is an awesome resource, but not enough people have done stuff with their Huracans or drive them far enough to get some super valuable information about maintenance. Regardless, I asked them, so what do I need? How much does it cost? They say I need the second year service, and that is a little bit more than $6,500. So I go, wow, okay. that's a lot. The car's under warranty, $6,500. But if that's what it is, I'm gonna do it, obviously. So I call Lamborghini Dallas and Lamborghini Beverly Hills, and they go, oh no, your car just needs an oil change at this amount. Maybe next year you can get the service. The oil change should be around $500. So now I'm thinking, okay, they wanted to charge me $6,500, but I really only need a $500 oil change. This is kind of annoying. So I call them up, I say, look, I just want an oil change. It's $500. And the Lamborghini Troy says, no, it's not $500. We'll do it for $650, but normally it's like $800 or $900, something like that. So, you know what, whatever, I need a damn oil change. I let them do it for $650, even though I knew that I was getting a little ripped off. What really bugs me is that I've read on the forums, and it seems like there's no standard for an oil change price at Lamborghini dealerships. That's like servicing your iPhone at a Mac store and people charging different amounts. I get the difference between hourly wages depending upon what state you're in, but for Michigan to charge significantly more than Beverly Hills, where I guarantee the rent almost has an extra zero on the end of it, is a bit of a joke. The good news is, Lamborghini is not allowed to void your warranty for doing work yourself on certain parts or getting it done at a independent dealer. So one, a lot of people went to Audi dealerships, and some Audi dealerships will actually work on your Huracan, and they got the oil change with the Lamborghini parts, same parts, for $295, not $650. So when I do my next oil change, that's definitely what I'm going to do. Now here's where I really got angry. They put the car on the lift and they noticed that my tires were bald. The scary part is they were a lot more bald than I thought they were. I knew they were getting low. I checked the outside of the tread and it seemed like I definitely needed tires soon. But when they put it on a lift and they saw the inside, the cords were legitimately showing. That's extremely dangerous. So instantly when I saw those pictures, which I'll show you right now, I thought, okay, I need new tires. So they sent me a message along with those pictures, of course, for pricing on new OEM Pirelli P0s. The P0s on this car, they're all right. I have had no problems with them, but really I do prefer Michelin, so I think that that's what I was gonna go with when I replaced them. Well, they tell me that 4 P0s, retail with install, is $2,700, and then I need a $500 alignment. So $3,200 out the door. So I'm like, no, that doesn't really sound right for P0s. So how is Lamborghini charging double for the same tires? And I go, all right, you know what? I don't want the P0s. Clearly they're ripping me off. I'm going to take Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. That's the new awesome tire. I've heard great things about it. I'm going to put them on my car, and I'm actually at the tire store right now, and I'm about to put them on. He goes, all right, we can do those installed for, I forget, something less than $1,500. So half the price of what Lamborghini was going to charge for better tires. So how much did the oil change actually cost? Well, let me show you. Here we go. Oil change total price, $626.36. Huracan oil change. Castrol 5.30, $173. Then the filter kit, engine oil wash, seal ring, tank wash, seal, engine pan wash, labor and parts, $626. Now the interesting part is I know this $258 is wrong. Well, it's obviously what they charged me, but you can get this kit OEM for about $175. So once again, that's wrong, and then the labor is pretty expensive as well. So there you have it. OEM Lamborghini oil change at this dealership was $626. I'm not super bummed about it because honestly, $600 isn't that big of a deal in terms of service life for the Lamborghini. And this car has been so awesome. I've only had to do 2 things. One is this oil change. I guess I've got to do tires now, but look, you've got to put tires on every single car. I've driven it 13,800 miles now. Of course, the P0s aren't going to last. And I had that one little brake line failure, which I still don't understand. I think it was somebody going under my car and unscrewing it, trying to do a sabotage. But that only cost me $299. So total maintenance spent so far in the last 13,800 miles on this Huracan in the last year is under $1,000. For a $250,000 supercar that's as fast as a Bugatti Veyron to 60 miles an hour. That's pretty awesome. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little vlog, informative video. I just wanted to talk about maintenance costs and some of my gripes I've had with people ripping each other off. I don't support dealerships doing that. So honestly, choose carefully. Always do research, question numbers. I didn't do any haggling. All I did was look up numbers from other people and told them, look, this is unacceptable. All right, at the tire shop, here are the new Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. It's a sick tread pattern. See that right there? Those are cords showing. That is not ideal. Alright, yep, that's messed up. Carbon ceramics. All 4 tires are on now. I hope you found this video informative. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.